This updated Logash warrior definitely looks pretty strong, and some people are definitely getting some pretty good results with it, and even though I didn't get that many amazing games with it, it still felt pretty strong and fun, and we kinda got scammed in a few other games, like let's not pretend. So in this video I'm gonna give you a quick updated guide about this updated version of the deck, talk about mulligans, win rates, and general tips so you have a better idea of what you could be doing with, as well as what you should be expecting against it, which is also just as important. I hope you find the guide helpful, and if you do, you know what to do, but now let's check out the deck.
You are not prepared!
Here's the list we used, and it's pretty similar to the list I showed you last time, but we do have a few differences in here as well, I do believe. So let's just go through the cards again, one by one. The main selling point about this deck and why it's actually rising in popularity again would be we have Chainbreaker Hogger, which doubles up all of your Blood Fighters, which is pretty cool, and it also doubles up your Warp Tooth, which is definitely in danger of being nerfed, but until then you can definitely play with it. This deck does play out like a mid-range deck, like in the first few turns you're kinda on the defense, but in the mid-game, you definitely start overwhelming the opponent nice and easy, and if you do manage to get yourself a nice quick Mother Duck, allowing you to actually pull off a couple of Warp Tooths for free, that can also be huge, especially if they're still in your deck. Going through the deck, we do have a couple of Eternal Toils, with which you could be getting yourself a lot of card draw, and this also is going to help you activate your Torch. Same can be said for Slam, kind of same situation, but with the Toil, you could also get yourself a 1-cost minion if you indeed actually kill a minion with it, which against something like a Face Hunter could be worth it. Torch is still absolutely busted as ever. Getting so many charges of this thing to keep on killing smaller minions is absolutely huge, and it's also a fire spell, so that is going to activate your Erupting Volcano. Precursory Strike is also in here, allowing you to get yourself a lot more card draw, and you should always have yourself a big minion in hand, because you do have 6 7-drop Blood Fighters. You also have Chainbreaker Hogger, so that's a grand total of 7 5 mana or plus minions in your deck, so this should be always giving you a bunch of card draw, and it's a great way to actually control the board or go face with it. The Searing Fissures is another great fire spell for you, and this way you're also having a chance of actually activating Warp Teeth without actually having the Mother Duck, so that can be huge. The Shadow Flame Suffusion is another great fire spell with which you could be getting yourself some interesting Dark Gift Warrior cards, and again you get to use it to activate your Erupting Volcano. Shield Block helps with the card draw and survivability. Acolyte of Pain is going to give you a lot of card draw, and it is going to be a decently sticky minion for you, which you might actually use to activate Warp Teeth again. Axe of the Forefathers is a great weapon to be using to actually damage your own stuff or to activate things like Torch. The Erupting Volcano is going to be dealing tons of damage if you're playing fire spells especially. Sometimes you might actually just have to use it as soon as you play it on the board though, if the opponent is pressuring you too much. The Mother Duck is a great way to be activating a couple of Warp Teeth on the board literally as soon as turn free, but if you're smart as the opponent, you might actually purposefully not play anything that has more than 2 health on the board for the opponent, for them not to be able to damage themselves in it. They still might find a way, but you can definitely make it hard for them. You could also just play minions with 0 attack if you're a shaman, and so on and so forth. Like, sometimes it's actually worth it to slow ball and not play minions for them so you don't pull off the Warp Teeth earlier. Xavius is also pretty good in here. Getting yourself some dark gifts on things like your Blood Fighters can be absolutely huge, and you could give them things like Charge, extra 2/2 copies, Reborns, and so on and so forth could be pretty nasty. And you could even get yourself an extra copy of Warp Tooth you get to put down for free after you damage 3 friendly characters. The Warp Teeth, like I said, are in danger of a nerf, and they are actually kind of bugged. Like, there are a couple of bugs with Warp Teeth right now. One would be that you're actually not going to pull this guy for free if you are drawing this guy while you're actually damaging the free characters, aka something like Acolyte of Pain, or damaging something with Eternal Toil or Slam, so keep that in mind. And the other thing is, the text is clearly not as clear as it should be. It says if 3 friendly characters take damage on 1 turn, you're gonna summon this guy from your deck or hand, but in reality, you need to be damaging 3 different friendly characters. Damaging the same friendly 2 characters twice, for instance, with 1 damage AoE is not gonna be enough to pull it, which I do believe is a bug, or at least something that could have been worded better. With 4 Glory, you get yourself a lot of extra card draw, so you can find yourself more Blood Fighters, and with the Blood Fighters themselves, you definitely need to be smart about which Blood Fighter you want to be playing first. For instance, a Logash is great because he has Rush, and also he could be a great way to get lethal with it, because he is going to give not only +5/+5 to the one of your other blood fighters it's going to pull out, but it's also going to make him smash into something random, including the opponent's face could be an option. In other cases, you might want to play Valera first if you were expecting something like a Hex out of a Shaman, so this way you're going to get yourself elusive on it. And in other cases, when you're kind of struggling to live, you might want to be playing Brawl, getting yourself a 7/7 taunt into a 12/12 taunt could also be pretty important. And lastly, we do have Chainbreaker Hogger, which obviously is only in here for the effect, but it's still an 8 mana 10/10 with taunt, so we have seen worse things in decks, that's for sure. Matchup wise, here's what the stats are showing. Literally no bad matchups for this deck, from the popular ones at least, which is kind of crazy, but these are the stats, and like I said, people on Top Legend have actually been doing pretty well with it, at least here and there. As for the mulligan, here's what it looks like going first. You are going to be looking for Mother Duck first and foremost, because Warp Tooth is just that broken. Acolyte of Pain could be great, the Shield Block, Shadow Flame Suffusion apparently not that bad, Axe of Forefathers could be great, Eternal Toil, Xavius maybe even, Slam can be okay, the rest probably not so much, even though some of the cards might have their moments. On the coin, the situation is really not that much different, so mulligan accordingly. That's about it for the deck. Not the cheapest, not the most expensive, but definitely pretty fun and high rolly, so if you're trying to play Warrior differently from a frickin' Dragon Warrior, this deck might be for you. I hope you enjoyed the guide, and if you did, you know what to do. But now let's check out my games on my road back to top 1000 Legend. Hope you enjoy. Just Shaman. Spellman. What a way to give out. Can go like this, I think. Looking for the ducky boy. Duck me sideways. At least he didn't play Blazing. There's that Xavius I didn't want to see. Ew. Not gonna be too happy if he gets the coins, but it is what it is. Why does he have the Spell Burst icon on him, by the way? That's odd. Would have been huge if we had the duck there, but no duck has been found. Living life duckless. Oof, it's fucked. Thank fuck he didn't have zeros. Less of that. Bruh. Ignored that shit like a champ. Well, next time we could be coining out a little gash or some. Or Valera. Finally, the fucking Ducks took their sweet time, didn't they? I just know if I use this, it's gonna give me the fucking... Warp Tooth. And just know it, chat. Wow, color me impressed. That is visibly new. It's a mid-range warrior kind of deal, Foley. Oof, that could be fucky. Sure. Should I go with Valera? Let that 5-11 slide. I do have a ton of damage, you know. Don't I have lethal? We have 7 plus the location. 7 plus location, you say? It's never lethal. But what if it was? He's gonna heal back. Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna rush him down. It's a damn shame that I can't. Piece of fucking lucky filth. Sick burn. Problem is he can hex it. If he doesn't, we're in business. If he does, there's still plenty of game left. Okay, good. Good old 12-12 elusive. Could have gone face, you know. Was he expecting something hexable there? Something hexual. That ain't living, bruh. What am I doing? I do have lethal, so doing this is kind of stupid, but... Fuck, we had lethal without the 2 extra. Bro, come on. Let the man fuck off. Baited by the value of Xavier's giving us more brawlers and shit. That was looking pretty gloomy. Until it wasn't. Let's keep on climaxing. Yeah, streamer BMing. Not a rogue. As original as they come. Oof, that's fucked. That is fucktastic. Fucktastic. Just wait until I have 7 mana. Just you wait. King bullshitter. I'm touching that. Good news, we activate Torch, so we should be able to handle most. Pretty good stuff. Nerf predictions. Warp 2 definitely looks in the nerf zone. Of course, Mugsy Shaman is definitely pretty nerfable too. Vanessa definitely in the danger area. Plenty of that stuff. Okay. I mean, Mugsy Shaman is definitely a big offender. So is Troublemaker Vanessa Rogue, so can't blame him for touching those. Ooh, that's insane. Weedy aggro now, bitch. Hey, look at that, we're on turn 7, bro. They said it can't be done. Ooh. No taunt now, you hear? That floats the board for him. So no taunts. Are you gonna give me more brute fighters? This is kind of dangerous, but still. Gotta do that. Finally the fucking duck. The motherfucking duck. We already know he burned the thing. That's mildly annoying, I could still just torch it though. If I wanted to. Don't have enough room for all the ducks. It's fine though, it's still gonna be free characters, so. We all know it's gonna be a warp tooth off the top, right, guys? Wow, color me impressed. I'd rather keep the board clear. There was a way for us not to overdraw if I actually used the torch before we swung the weapon. Maybe I should have done that. This versus a fighter. Sad fighter burn noises. Ah, shit. Well, that was fucked. Probably could have played it better. Wow, this guy didn't even bother attacking. Would have been nice if that was actually in a draw situation, but dude didn't even bother attacking there, which is kind of stupid. But I guess the death rattle effect does not resolve if I'm dead. Dead rattle effect. And then Shaman. How do I feel? I like the weapon and the shield block. Okay, turn 4 guaranteed. Bruh. Of course you did. Fucking patches. We're against Mugsy Shaman, by the way. I mean, Z. These nuts. That's unfortunate. Not able to kill it. No matter what the top deck is, especially now with that one. Well, it is what it is. Next turn with the duck, we should be looking okay. But still. It's not too bad. Just a couple of hot singles. With reprep, the +1/+1 stats. Surely. Okay, let's do the swingage first. That is gonna be just a couple of ducklings. Wouldn't mind getting torch. Oh, that's what you double? Okay. Okay. Could just be a Xavius play for me as well next turn. Send beds. Ooh. I can just do this then, huh? I was thinking about Xavius, but this is just better. Better retain this board. We're gonna have to trade quite a while there. Not doing this. Bruh. Random my fucking ass, by the way. Imagine discovering exactly the 2 damage AoE he needed in this situation. Sure. Sure, buddy. I really don't want him healing here. Let's just do this. It's a lot of damage. Problem is, fight on top deck another Brute Fighter, that'd be dumb. Blood Fighter, whatever. Yo. Interesting. There you go. Let's see how that go. Random hex me? Please don't. Would be a little bit too convenient back to back. Getting the mountain map is also pretty sick though. How the fuck do you think Egg Warrior is a problem of Ellie? Ooh, that's insane. That ain't too bad. Seriously doubt that. Oof. It's just a couple of small men though. Well, that's pretty dumb. Could have been dumber. Face him, you filthy casual. Bruh. Well, it still ain't dead. He is. Oh, you're not wrong. Oh, bro. Nice targeting. Piece of fucking filth. Nice fucking targeting, by the way. Giga fucking scam there. Good job, Alec here. Good fucking job, Alec here. Totally screwed me there, didn't ya? Random my fucking asshole. Could have destroyed his shit. Decided against it. Decided to leave his best shit. That was the other Alec here shit. That was the skill test, guys. Apparently he saw the skill testing thing. jeez, Rick. Well, there's no coming back from this. Guess 0 mana for glory into a little bit more of that. Maybe. Definitely not this, though. At least I can use a little bit of torch this way for the fire thing to work, but this is just super dumb. Dumb of the super kind. Maradaka. Couldn't have said it better myself. That literally scammed us so fucking much. So many things got happened on the wrong way. So many fucking things. Could have pulled fucking Valera. Could have happened a lot differently. The fucking brute fighters not coming all this time. Like, seriously, dude. Not a shaman. So many original people out there, huh? He got the good card, guys. Let's just chill with it. Let's go with this guy, I don't know. Well, at least it's not the minion. Okay. Still no fucking duck. Both Warp Thief, though. That's exactly how this deck's supposed to work, right, guys? Both Warp Thief without any ducks. Thanks, chat. Why did I bring chat into this? Bruh. Searing Fissures would be alright. Not even close, buddy. Fuck me sideways. Could I pretend this is gonna land 3 times there? Could, but it's not. It's kinda cute. Wow, it fucking did. It's the least you can do. The least you can do, Hearthstone. Random Ultraxion of all people. Maradaka. Duck me sideways, chat. Well, another Warp Tooth, +2 and Elusive, you say. That's kind of nutty. If I'm alive, that is. Am I alive, chat? We're about to find out. 6 damage for him. Nothing a couple of lightning bolts can't fix, apparently. There's one. 6! Shocking, I know. I'm as surprised as you are, chat. What else would it be? What else could it possibly be there, chat? Why bother with 2 lightning bolts when you can just max me out with a fucking overload? Frickin' crackle. Haven't looked at him in a while. Against the priest of all people. That might be disgusting. Bro. Yeah, it's not even fucking pretending anymore, dude. Insta fucking warp teeth in it. Just fucking top deck the second one and let's be done with it. I will be taking a 4-day vacation, by the way. So, I'll be back for Tuesday in it. So, no Saturday stream, but the videos are gonna still keep on coming, so be on the lookout for those. Might give you one last top 5 meta report tomorrow before the nerfs and buffs come through, if there is gonna be buffs, that is. A bunch of guides and all that, so be on the lookout for those. Definitely feeling like I need a little bit of resticle. The game is definitely making me need a rest for the last few games, isn't it? Doesn't give me anything to fuck with. That's annoying. He is playing the control variant. Playing the Shatter card in the control variant, is it? Interesting. Maybe it's a different variant. Perhaps the Soothsayer, most probably. Okay, no, it's the version we played. Cool. So I guess we get activated now. Well, again, this could be the warp too, but if the game wants me to fuck, so be it. Like, fuck. Next turn he is going to be playing the Soothsayer most probably, so he is going to be healing most of this. Bruh. Yeah, Dragon War is a pretty good deck right now. Can definitely go with that one. That's insane. For next turn especially. Gonna clap it into the Soothsayer. I could literally have lethal, by the way, if I get the lucky 50-50. Guess not. Wish I had a Vanessa in here. When these die, that's gonna be 24 worth of damage attacking randomly. Let's see what that do. Did he do it? Did he do it? Okay, you sure about that? Smash. Would have been better if the other one came out first. Are you sure about that? That was funny. Not for him, but, you know, funny. Well, I think that's as good as any ways of finishing things off for today. I think that was splendid at the end. I thought you could have had a little bit better RNG today, especially with this deck, but it is what it is. I'm gonna show it all.